I made some huge sacrifices.
Yeah. You give so much to get to what you're trying to get to.
I didn't sell myself out, but I kept grinding to the point of I considered it. So is there a limit to the grind?
But while you're grinding, make sure you don't give in to the temptations.
Those who go in with these million-dollar or multi-million-dollar contracts and end up either getting injured or just squandered away with women.
Watch a person who flaunt what they got. In most cases, they don't have it.
True.
No one should sell their soul for success. What's up, everybody? We're the real ones. This is Henry Fernandez, and I'm glad that you have tuned in to the podcast. Well, I've got my co-host here with me, Carlene,
What's up, real ones?
Charlotte,
Hey.
and the one and only Frederick.
Going on my paper.
Well, we're here today. We're going to talk about something that I think everybody's trying to obtain, and that is success, right? Everyone wants to be successful, but what's the real price tag of success? So if you wanted to title this episode, The Price Tag of Success, you know, it's costly because everybody wants to be successful, I should say, especially when it comes to social media, you know, and the media on a whole just paint this perfect image of celebrities, you know, people who are wealthy and so forth. But today we're going to explore the other side of success, the real side you call it,
Real
right?
side, yeah.
Because sometimes the glowing up, the beauty of it and the glamour of it comes with growing pains. And I say that because for me personally, you know, people look and say, you know, Henry is successful, he has done this, he's done that, ministry-wise, business, and in his personal life, but it came with a huge price. A lot of sacrifices, self-denial. You know, I'm able to retire as a pastor because I did what a friend of mine told me. He says, live poor when you're young so you can live rich when you're old. And before you start rushing off saying Henry says he's rich, he's rich. I'm able to live a decent life because, you know, I made some huge sacrifices. You know, there's certain things I wish I could have afforded back then and probably could, but I chose not to because later in life I wanted to obtain those things. The building of our church came with a huge price because I planted the church and it was hard. I remember using my own money. Wouldn't pay my car notes. I had 2 car payments, $750 for both car payments. And for several months, I would pay the church's rent first and not the car payment. And then my cars were up for repossession. You know, and I honestly, I've used my own personal funds over the years to do things for ministry. Even my wife, we've got into very, you know, great, you know, intense moments to the point where she thought I was doing too much. And you have to understand why, because it was affecting the house, you know, and so forth. So it came with a price. And then my privacy. You know, I didn't have that. I didn't have the luxury of saying, you know, I can be myself, you know. You have my children, you know, it's kind of like, and my wife did an excellent job with them in, you know, growing them and, you know, mentoring them. Because as PKs, the spotlight is on them. And people can tell you PKs can be brutally treated in the process. A lot of PKs can tell you the church damaged them while it elevated their parents. You know, so it came with a price. You know, in business, it came with a price. You know, I have my own personal things that I do apart from church and so forth, and I've had some losses. But I was so glad sometimes God allowed me to lose because it was a setup for greater things. So that's my story.
So we got more
Yeah,
money,
I
more
And I'm
profit.
there you go.
Well,
There you
before we
go.
even talk about that, I know we probably have other like stories of things that we've had to like really find out the costs, because as you were talking, I was just thinking about when I first started like my insurance agency, and in 2022 I became number 4 in the company. But to get there, sleepless nights.
Yeah.
I would leave church on Wednesday nights and go home and work California, Arizona, like, later states. I mean, you give so much to get to what you're trying to get to. So that price tag that you're talking
Your price
about,
tag, right,
it's hefty.
right,
Like you're
right.
sacrificing a lot.
And again, just for those of you out there, you're a male. She's not married,
Yep.
so she has done well, very successful, and she's open to having a husband. So
Yes.
if you believe that you're
Yes.
the perfect guy and so forth.
Her name is
however,
Carlene Wright.
However,
She's the right
her
one.
success to where when she talked about that insurance business, she became 4 in the nation, all that kind of a stuff. It took a lot for her to get there.
Yes.
So it's painful. So if you think you have a chance
Come on, somebody.
of hitting this lady up, just put in the
Yes.
chat.
Yes.
Tell her, hey,
Yes.
whatever it is, she's not going to sacrifice
Come on.
her level of success and the price she had to pay for that to bring anybody in her life that is going to subtract it. I think I just need to put that in there, right?
Yeah.
Because success costs.
It
100%.
costs. You put
Okay.
so much on the line, but I'll let you.
No, it's true because
She's going to be married by next year, by the way.
Hey, man, hold
prophesied.
on.
Anyway,
Hey,
Anyway. Go ahead, Frederick.
So we often assume financial success brings peace. That's the often assumption. But in
Right.
reality, increased wealth can lead to increased pressures, like you both said, responsibilities, and expectations. Actress Taraji P. Henson once said, "People think because we make more money, our lives are better. But really, we just have more expensive problems."
I love that.
Big, yeah.
From financial mismanagement to being targeted for lawsuits or having strained relationships, success can introduce a new category of stress.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen to that.
So, do you guys think success has actually made life harder or more complicated for people?
I think based on the person, because some people start to attain success. Like even when I started to see things shift, I was like, wow, thank you, God. And I made sure that I didn't start doing crazy things. Like my car, I had my car for 22 years.
Yes.
And you blessed the new car, I think like 2 years ago or so.
Yeah.
22 years old, my car was. And I didn't go buy a new car. I kept driving it. It broke down on the highway, whatever, until it was time. But some people will now just go get a whole lot of things and have to also feel like they can't really even let their families know what's happening because they don't want nobody coming after them. It can be stressful.
And the best thing you can do when you achieve any level of success,
Yeah.
stay quiet.
That's what I was just.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just stay quiet.
Yes.
Keep things.
Watch a person who flaunt what they got. In most cases, they don't have it,
True.
right?
Very true.
Because rich people don't flaunt what they have.
No.
It is always, rich people always try to lay low, live poor, act poor.
Yep.
It's always broke people.
Always broke
Trying
people.
to send a message to people who don't care nothing about them.
That's a fact.
Anyway, and so forth. So you just got to stay low. I mean, you talk about car. I remember I was driving a Jaguar for a long time, and people, even in this church, Bishop, you need to get a different. I say it's paid for.
Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Seriously.
And in my head, I'd rather pay $500 every 2 months fixing the car than to have these long monthly payments. That's just
yeah.
how I think about it.
Yeah.
And, I said, no, one day I'll get another car, whatever. So I've always tried to do that, live in a way. I don't buy things to appeal to people. To be honest with you, you'll never know what I have.
Yeah.
I don't flaunt what I have because,
Yeah.
first of all, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
But there's some people see the need of proving to people, I got this big house.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this car. Oh, I got this, $2,000 shoes and everything like that. Man,
So are you
listen,
saying because of how you've managed your success, it hasn't made it that much harder or complicated or?
it is, well, I don't think any person who've achieved any level of success can escape problems and difficulties. My success, yes, it's hard, whatever, but I think I don't give people the weapon to use against me because I don't flaunt it to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, you'll never, I go to places, conventions, conferences, and I see preachers of the gospel, and they're going to let you know
That's so true.
they
Praise
are
the Lord.
successful.
Oh, yes.
They
And
are
the little
this.
things.
And in the conversations I hear all the time, I mean, you would think, oh my God, they own their own city. Huh? No, seriously. And I would sit there. Anybody will tell you. I sit there, I'm quiet. I won't say nothing. I'm the guy that will walk in, just nobody will know who I am, what I am.
Yeah.
And then when you go to their places, you look and you're like, what the heck? What?
What happened? Yes.
I mean, is
same
this
person?
it? And then they'll come and they'll say, but Fernandez, man, I didn't know,
Yeah.
because I didn't see the need to tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't need to, I don't go around
See, that's
bragging.
powerful.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the bishop of this large, big church. Watch a person who brags too much.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, even if they have success, by them bragging and allowing it to get to their head, they're about to have a big hit, a downfall.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I was going to say what comes to mind, like as far as examples, is NBA, NFL. When it comes so
Oh, that's good.
fast, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know what the
Like it
numbers are,
fast.
but I think it's pretty high as
Yeah.
far as those who go in with these million-dollar or multi-million-dollar contracts and end up either getting injured or just squandered away with
Yeah.
women and
or
bad
and attract.
decisions
As you
and
talk
children.
about attract all of these people. Listen, and again, I'm not saying this applies to everybody,
Right.
but I had this discussion with my son recently, and I was telling him, I said, son, it's once you get into being famous, whether it's through sports or lottery or you inherit all kinds of money, I'm saying, watch some of these girls. I went right there.
Yeah.
I say a lot, not all of them.
true.
Now, if you're not that one,
Right.
you shouldn't feel
That's
guilty.
true.
Right, right.
There's a lot. I watch some of these players,
Yeah,
and I see them as some nice looking chicks.
yeah, yeah.
And I am saying, now
Good and well.
if they were broke,
Come on, somebody.
them women wouldn't look on them dudes.
Talking about me? Who? You know
Yes.
how?
Playing the game.
But money has a
That's
way of
Making you look
making
great.
ugly look
Looks-
pretty.
Looks good.
Can I say that again?
Please
Money
do.
has a way of making
around.
ugly
Yes, look pretty.
pretty.
Yes, it does.
So I told my son, be careful. You never want a woman who sees you just for money.
Right.
Because when you have the money, that's all they go for. Then they make you get them pregnant.
They make you.
That's it. They make you get them pregnant. What?
The
They
comments
make
are
Because
blowing
it's,
up. I
it's
get them
insurance.
pregnant.
Play number
Yes.
2.
It's
Run the
insurance.
play.
So then-
Right.
Listen,
I'm locking you in for life.
not all women,
Right.
Yes.
but
There's
these
some
No, but there's some.
women,
Real talk.
Now,
they are smart business women.
Believe it
They-
or not,
they are
some
smart
people
businesswomen.
are coached to do that.
Of course,
So
they're coached to do it.
actually
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
entities that have
Coach them.
they coach them like this is how you get an athlete and these are the steps.
Give
that
him
you do
babies,
to-
and once you
Right.
get the
Man.
babies
I'm telling you.
and so forth,
I've heard
you're
about
hooked. You don't have to marry him.
No.
You're hooked for life.
That's right.
And then before you know it, all of your needs are taken
That's
care
right.
of, and so forth. So for me, that level of success, when you come in with a lot of money, you got to be careful because now you're going to attract a whole lot of people and things, and you have to be wise. You know, does that person have your best interest of heart? I tell my sons too. I have some real good conversations with
Nice.
them,
Yeah.
and I tell them, you meet a woman, take her on the first date, make it nice, average, but do not make the mistake every time you date her. You got to take her to these 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You want to know if that woman really loves you?
Oh, tell us.
Well, you do. Take her to somewhere nice. But one day, just tell her you're going to take her out for a date. Don't
Okay.
tell her where.
All right.
And you get in the car, go pick her up,
Yeah.
and then you drive her through McDonald's drive-through.
Okay.
Now,
So
I
what
know
you
this
gonna order?
I know the comments are blowing up
I
right
know.
now. I know they are.
If you want a real
Let me
one,
get a Big Mac
If you
with
want-
an extra
So,
four
ladies, what do you say? What do you guys say about this? If you go out on a date,
he trying to kill me. He
and
trying
he
to
takes you
poison
to
me.
McDonald's.
To see if I.
I don't know. What do you say? Now,
I thought he was gonna say Cheesecake Factory.
Oh no, that's
I
still
would be
that's
okay
still
with
that's
it.
still.
No, I'm telling you.
I would.
Because
but
if
I
you
wonder
pull
what
up
other-
and she
others-
said, where we going?
So I'm like, no
Say,
salt
hey,
on the fries,
tonight
please.
That's special. I got
It's
something
McDonald's. And if she like look at you and like attitude, drive off. Don't even say bye. Don't
Like,
even
leave her
say
there? Leave her there?
leave her right there.
at the doorstep. That's what he
I'm
said.
dead serious.
That's what he
Uber.
said.
Leave her at the
Well.
door. Cancel her.
Cancel her right now.
I'm telling you, she don't need you and you don't need her.
And block her.
What? I'm telling
He's
you.
saving somebody right now. He's
Right,
saving
because
somebody.
all she wants is to cash into your success, right? And I don't think that is right. For example, also in companies, some people will say, I want to help you build your company, right? But they won't be there when you had to dig deep and roll up your sleeve. But the moment you get successful, now they want to come in and profit from you. No, I paid for this.
Yes.
For where I am in life,
Yes.
I paid for this. And I am not going to let anybody come in and interrupt what I have achieved.
I love that. Yes.
Well,
And
that's-
before we even move on, I was gonna reverse it on the men's side. So,
Oh,
ladies,
okay.
if you find a man that
Let's hear this now.
All right.
Tell us now what you gonna say. Finish it.
Because she ain't have nothing to say.
Finish
She
it.
didn't have nothing to say here. She
Finish
didn't have
it.
nothing to say.
the side's got a lot to say. No, but just in the same example.
Well, you can't finish it?
No, I can definitely finish
Finish
it.
it because that's
Oh.
The same example that you gave to, one of your sons, the same example I hope that people are giving to their daughters. Like, you really have
Yes.
to look out for conversations that you're hearing from these fellas, because there's a lot of men who are looking to just,
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
women and
is
looking
true.
to
That
just
is
get
true.
a free
Oh, I see where you're
ride.
going, right?
So for
Because she
those
went
young
and got her
girls out
degree.
there-
She got her
That's true.
education,
That is true.
opened up a business. He ain't got nothing.
Right.
Don't have
You
to.
know,
Even if he
have
does
nothing.
have,
His credit
something.
score is 400. I get it. His car, every 5 minutes he got to put water in there. And then he lived with his mama.
Yes, in the
Right,
basement.
you got your house, so of course you start dating
But
him
he
and he
looks
start
good.
coming
But
to
he
you.
looks good, though.
But he
I
looks
want to
good.
make sure the ladies know to watch it.
Lady
But
looks good.
What I was going to actually talk about is, let's talk about when you have to put yourself in a situation where you feel like you may be selling your soul for the success.
Selling your
Because-
soul for success.
Yes. When we hear that a lot, like, oh, that person sold their soul. We think about, they went to a dark room and somebody did like
Join
a
a
ritual.
lodge or something like that.
Right. But as we think about it practically, and we're talking about success, what are those little things that we may find ourselves or we see other people doing that is a form of selling your souls, like compromise?
I think it's very important that no one should sell their soul for success.
None.
Because talk about a price,
Jesus.
there's a price for that.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Right? I think great success is when you achieve some level of success. You get to the top, you can look back and said, you got to where you are with decency, and you can feel, that you didn't cheat the system, right? There's some people, their business are thriving, they've made a lot of money, but it's illegal.
Yes.
It was done wrong. There's a price to pay for that. There's an old Jamaican saying that says every day the bucket is going to the well, one day the bottom is going to drop out.
Yeah.
So you keep doing that, it's going to get caught up with you. So I don't think anybody should sell their soul out for success. I can thank God so far, and I hope I'll never do it. All of my achievements, I didn't sell myself out. I refuse to do that because you also belittle yourself.
Right.
You belittle yourself, to the point of when you cheat in an exam to obtain the degree,
Yes.
to pass the test. In reality, how do you sleep with yourself knowing that you go to bed knowing that you didn't earn that degree?
Right.
You cheated, you lied.
Right.
You did that like people with the PPP loans.
Oh, Lord.
It's catching up now.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yes, yes,
you know
yes.
you didn't have them
boy.
employees, and so for what?
wow.
And so now you went and bought the car, you bought the house, knowing that you didn't really earn it. You cheated
Yeah.
people out of their hard-earned living, taxpayers and so forth. So I think no one should compromise the
didn't-
good process to get to success.
I didn't sell myself out, but I kept grinding to the point of I considered it. So is there a limit to the grind?
Oh yes, the limit is work every day. Work hard. I built this ministry hard, man. Carol and I and the whole church. It took a lot, right? But there are going to be temptations along the way.
Yeah.
So while you're grinding, make sure you don't give in to the temptations, right? That you stay true. A couple of things you need to do. Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Some people are killing themselves to get to the top. They can't sleep,
Yeah.
right? They're drugging themselves up. No time for rest, or at the sacrifice of their marriage,
Yes.
their relationship with themselves and their children.
Yes.
They're doing it, in a way where, of course, you're cheating the system. Again, even in taxes, your company's supposed to report certain things. Just do the right thing. If you believe that God will sustain you, do the right thing.
Yeah.
So as you are grinding, the enemy is going to come to you and he's going to prompt you. Well, why don't you just do that? Everybody's doing it. You'll get away with it,
So
and
true.
so forth.
Yes.
You put guardrails up
Yes.
to do it right
Yeah.
all the time.
I love that. I was just thinking about mentorship, and then you said guardrails. So I thought about just having that balance, because as you're reaching for success, and it's biblical, God, of course, wants us to be successful, but having people who've done it before you that
Right.
you can tap into or say, well, show me how you've done it and been able to keep your peace, keep this together.
Right.
It's so important not to be like, oh, I'm just going to figure it out on my own.
Right.
But have that mentorship.
And can I say this too? And guard our eyes,
Yes.
the lust of the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want that house? Okay. Balance the passion to get the house with the reality of what's your income. Can you really afford this? And what is the purpose of getting that house?
What's the purpose of it?
Is it to meet your own personal desire, which is okay, God will give you the desires of your heart, and to meet the needs of your family, or is it just to brag?
Right.
What's the motive?
To say, because then that's the guardrail I'm talking
Yes.
about. That's kind of saying,
good.
okay, maybe I don't need to get that house because my motive is wrong.
That's good.
My motive is to compete with Carlene because
Right.
Carlene went and got one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to prove to her
Yes.
that I got one.
Yeah.
Or maybe, Carlene invited me over to her house and I went in there and said, oh, I can do this too. And
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, you don't feel like Carlene should even be able to get there.
Right.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Seriously.
So
Yeah.
don't achieve success just to flaunt it to the public. Achieve success to ultimately say, God did it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than money.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's
It is.
it. That's
A
it.
testimony.
Yeah.
So you hear people say different level,
Different
devil,
devils.
or new level,
Yeah.
Devils.
new devil, right?
Yes,
so as
sir.
people climb higher in influence and finances, the challenges often become more complex, right? So the devils, quote unquote, may shift from lack of greed, insecurity to pride. I'm sorry, lack to greed, insecurity to pride, or loneliness to manipulation. Now in Luke chapter 12 and 48, it says, "To whom much is given,
Much is
is
required."
required."
Yes.
So, do you believe that every new level of success requires a new version of yourself to handle it? And how can people prepare for that?
See, that's why sometimes people think I'm bipolar.
Why?
Because every season I have to change.
Yeah. You gotta evolve.
The version of me that you saw 5 years ago is not the same version of Henry Fernandez.
Come on.
Every time you climb the ladder of success, you have to change.
have to. Yeah.
Success demands of you
Yeah.
to change.
Yes.
Yep.
That's one of the guardrails. You have to evolve
Yes. To
into
grow.
a new person.
Yes.
And so for me, my success in what I've done is I know sometimes people will say to me, Henry, you changed. And to them, I'm like, I haven't changed. I've evolved. Because one of the things I want to tell everybody who's aspiring to be successful, if you feel the need that you always have to have people to affirm you, be around you, pat you on the back, you're not ready for success.
Yeah.
Because here is something I'm going to tell you. You need to write this down. This is powerful. The most loneliest place to ever be in life is a place of success. Success is lonely.
Yeah.
It's a lonely place because sometimes you wish you could say, hey, Charlotte, you know, I'm planning to do this, man. Oh, wow. Guess what? Bam, $50,000 was just transferred to my account.
Yeah.
Man, I have this idea, man. It's going to make me $1 million. And then when I want to tell Charlotte, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you're going to take it.
What are some ways that she
I
can
don't
take
know
it?
your motive behind it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to keep to myself. And watch this. I have to applaud myself. I have to pat myself. I wish I could get it from Charlotte. But it is such a scary place to be because the wolves are out there.
Yeah.
And I cannot trust everybody.
That's right.
I work too hard to get to where I am.
Yeah.
And while my motives are right, I have learned that people will smile in your face.
Yes, sir.
And people will tell you what they think you want to hear and just make you believe that they are 100% with you, but they're stabbing you with a knife behind your back, and you'll be shocked at the places it will come from. That's why, and I know people may not like this, that's why every trusted relationship for me must be tested.
Yeah.
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 Don't tell me to trust you if I can't test you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
And once I test you, I always tell people, you betray me once, you are done. I'm not Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give
Yeah.
second chances.
Yeah.
Once you betray me once,
Yeah.
you are done.
It's the boundary.
I love you.
Yeah.
Don't mean I hate you.
Right.
Bible never commanded me to befriend you.
Right.
Right.
You don't-
But
you're
I
not in
promise
this
you,
circle.
you'll never get that opportunity again. So success, it's a lonely place. I can't tell you how many times the things that are happening in my life and ministry, in other than my wife, you know, and so forth, my kids, I'm like, no, and I keep it. So here, you're successful. Man, you achieved something, and nobody knows.
Ooh.
That's painful.
It's a sick- I
Anti-culture,
celebrate
because the
you.
culture is to blab everything.
No,
and
no,
put
no.
everything-
See, I'm
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
I'm different. If $1 million went to my account, you think I'm going to tell you?
That's his feet dancing though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell
A
you.
little happier today.
You know.
You see, embrace
But
it.
anyway,
So, in your opinion, what would you say are, how could we handle success the right way? You know, if there are 3 things.
good question.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, what's your motive in achieving success? I think we have to start there. What's your motive? Why do you want to be successful? Because if it is to prove a point to the public or to make you feel worthy,
Yes.
then it's best you not achieve it because you're going to mismanage it, right? So what's your motive? And then secondly, I think it's important that you stay humble.
Yes.
In every level of success, stay humble because you need to recognize this. One event in life can subtract all of the progress you have made,
Yeah.
right? Never let money become a god.
Okay.
Use money as a tool, use material things as a tool. Another thing is be private. Stay private. You know, you don't need to tell everybody your business, you know, and just let people know what you want them to know. You know, I mean, just
Yes.
that's just me.
Yeah.
And monitor what you put on social media.
That's good.
Monitor what you put on social media.
That's good.
You go on social media, it's ministry or words of empowerment. I don't believe, best way to put it, I don't believe what restaurant I go to is none of your business. I may show you the food,
Right. Right. But
and
name
make sure you
place.
don't see the name or
Right.
whatever. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
You know, I
it's
put
blue
on
moon.
clothes. I put on clothes. What was that?
I said, unless it's blue moon.
Oh yeah, except Blue Moon. Yeah, I'll let you know about Blue Moon. Don't go to Blue Moon. Look them up.
Sorry.
Commercial Boulevard.
I started something.
Yeah, we'll get back to the clothes. You know, we need to do a show one day about triggers.
Yeah.
Because
Listen.
that's the trigger right
Oh
there.
yeah. Don't.
When she said it, I was like,
you know, even with clothes,
Yeah.
you know, because of who I am and what I have to do, you know, I try to put myself together
I see
and
where
so
you're going with
forth.
that,
But if you
yeah.
notice, you know, I don't flaunt brand name
Yeah.
clothes.
That's true.
I
That's very
don't.
true.
You know, because,
Yeah.
you know, my thing is, if somebody wants to go and pay $2,000 for shoes, $1,000 for a jacket, whatever, God bless you. It's your money. It's none of my business how you
Right.
spend your money.
That's true.
But I am not going to put on something just to prove a point to you to make you think that I'm successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you notice, even when I'm preaching, I've got this ring. I talked about it before. I bought this ring in St. Martin years ago, right? And you'll never see me preach on a Sunday with it. I'm not hiding anything from anybody. I paid for this.
Yeah.
I didn't take money from ministry or anything like that. But here's the problem. When I'm preaching, I don't think people should be focused on what I wear.
Yeah.
So I tone it down.
Yeah.
I'm very leery of what, a concern I should say, about what I put on because I don't want people to be distracted
Yeah.
by that. Now, if I'm going to an event, I'm going to look good and so
Right.
forth. So I'm not going to let you think Henry's successful, he drives this, he's that, because I'm not going to flaunt it before you.
yeah.
So I think everybody, as we try to wrap this up, is obtain success. Go for it. But be very careful
Yep.
that you have the wrong motive behind obtaining success. You know, if you work hard, let God do the rest.
Yes.
And prosper your business. He gives you money. He gives you influence and so forth. Stay humble. And I think if all of us do that, that's the good part of success because there's a bad part.
Yes.
I've seen people become successful and have changed into a different person.
Yep.
I mean, no character, can't be trusted, shady deals.
Wow.
And I think we just need to make sure we don't fall victim of that. So it was really a good topic. Put in the chat, you know, what are you trying to become in the future? What's your level of success? And, you know, another thing we could have, dealt with is when enough is enough.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
You know,
Content.
because
is
sometimes
the
some
top?
people just
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
going, man. Sometimes enough is enough.
Right.
You know, and you hoarder success to a degree where you kill it. You know, it's like for me as a pastor, you know, I mean, I've done a lot, and I could have said, you know what, I'm going to die into this.
That goes back to the motive too.
You know, my motive when I started this church, it wasn't me who just said I wanted to start a church. No, I didn't want to do it. God said start it, and I knew from day one I wasn't going to start it and end it.
Got it.
You know, in a business,
Yes.
if you start a business and as you're getting older and older, unless you want the business to die with you,
Right. Yep.
but you have to train somebody else to take it over.
That's right.
100%.
You know, and then they pay it forward. So anyway, thank you so much. Please make sure you share the podcast with someone, go to the merch store, and make sure you purchase a product there and donate today. Could you help us to be successful?
Yes.
And I promise you, when we get to 1 million subscribers,
Yes.
we're going to be the same real ones here.
That's
I
right.
mean, we're not
Stay
going to
humble.
change. We're not going to act like we don't know you. You know, it's an exclusive club. We're going to be real down to
try.
earth. So please, the information is right there on your screen. Better watch, Frederick. You know. The information is on your screen. Please go and donate now. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's good.